Apply yourself both now and in the next life. Without effort, you cannot be prosperous. Though the land be good, you cannot have an abundant crop without cultivation. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Philosophy begins in wonder. He who is of calm and happy nature will hardly feel the pressure of age, but to him who is of an opposite disposition youth and age are equally a burden. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Better a little which is well done, than a great deal imperfectly. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. All things will be produced in superior quantity and quality, and with greater ease, when each man works at a single occupation, in accordance with his natural gifts, and at the right moment, without meddling with anything else. Man, a being in search of meaning. Necessity, the mother of invention. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Wealth is well known to be a great comforter. No evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. Nothing in the affairs of men is worthy of great anxiety. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. We do not learn, and what we call learning is only a process of recollection. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Desires are only the lack of something, and those who have the greatest desires are in a worse condition than those who have none, or very slight ones. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. The key is not to live but to live well. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. Don't force your children into your ways, for they were created for a time different from your own. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. When you feel grateful, you become great, and eventually attract great things. The one who learns and learns and doesn't practice is like the one who plows and never plants. The wise man will want to be ever with him who is better than himself. To begin is the most important part of any quest and by far the most courageous. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. I never did anything worth doing by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident, they came by work. And what, Socrates, is the food of the soul? Surely, I said, knowledge is the food of the soul. Truth is the beginning of every good to the gods, and of every good to man. Life must be lived as play. Hardly any human being is capable of pursuing two professions or two arts rightly. Philosophy begins in wonder. He who is of calm and happy nature will hardly feel the pressure of age, but to him who is of an opposite disposition youth and age are equally a burden. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot.